Prime time, you will be amazed. Prime time, interview with Derrick Hayes. Prime time, biggest names in the game. Prime time, new names to love the same.
Yes, y'all. Like I tell you, each and every night, Monday through Friday, 7 p.m., unless we got another gym, it's prime time. Some of you looking at this word right now thinking it's prime time, but it's prime time. See, the M is silent and it's quiet because in life, sometimes the smaller things will quietly lead you to the bigger opportunities. I go by the name of the Entertainer. Follow me on all social media platforms at Entertainer and even on Cash App. Tonight, we got a blessing. We got a coach. Not just a coach, but we have an author. Not just an author, but we have a speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, I had a vision today that one day I will be interviewed on Soul School Saturday. The guest tonight goes by the name of just Troia. That's why I'm inspired with my tie. Some might say it's just a tie. Nah, it's just a lifestyle. Because see, if you look at the word just, right, and you got J-U-S, right, and you got the T to the side, it's like juice. Because if two or more come together, it's juice. See, you can be just by yourself or you could be juice. I'm just trying to motivate somebody today. I'm just trying to inspire somebody today. Just Troy, how you doing today?
I am blessed. I am good. I'm so appreciative to be here tonight, Mr. Derrick.
Hey,
I'm excited.
it's a blessing. It's a blessing. Ladies and gentlemen, check out our website, www.justtroia.com. I'm trying to tell you, hey, look here. And follow her on her social media platform. She building the brand, Just Troia. She letting you know that if ain't nobody coming, it's gonna be just Troy. I'm trying to tell you. You might not know right now, but we're gonna get you there. Hey, it's TGIF, right? Some people say it stands for Thank God It's Friday, right? Others gonna tell you what I've said. Thank God I'm favored.
I like that.
Walking in the park, and my message was TGIF. That means to grow individuals forward. But tonight only, TGIF means Troy. Hey, come on, bro. Come on now. Hey, don't just take a picture, get in the video.
I love it.
What's going on, boy? Hey, we're in the building now.
Oh, that's cute. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be fun.
You know
This is gonna be fun. I am.
You gotta smile. Look at how everybody work like the NBA playoffs, right? The teams that we ain't been together long enough. Everybody had the same platform. Everybody had the same opportunity. But yeah, so through your brand, the Just Troia, we're gonna ask you some questions. We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna make some things happen. We're gonna touch some lives. We're gonna plant some seeds. Yeah, I want to tell you, like I spoke to the people earlier. I'm rooting for you. You know, because the root is in the ground. You know, the seed goes down and it forms the root. You know, I'm rooting for you in the beginning and when you're winning. You know, a lot of people want to get on, be the bandwagon fan. So the J is for joy. And my question is, how do you find joy? And why is it important to have joy?
How do I find joy? And then when I saw that, I was like, for me, it's real simple. I'm rooted and grounded in the Word of God. Period. Exclamation point. That is where I get the joy of the Lord. Is the joy of the Lord is my salvation. And what I've learned is that happiness is temporal. It's because it's an emotion. Joy is a being. Joy is who you are. And and you have to because I say all the time, God has a sense of humor that I'm not privy to. when I got the phone call that I had to take custody of 4 of my grandchildren, if I was not rooted in joy, I would be insane. So joy is your sustainer.
Right.
because the emotions, the happy, the sad, the glad, all of those. I mean, you could be. I'm laughing right now, but next after I hang up, I may be sad. But if I had the joy, I know that I wake up in the morning, it's gonna be okay. And when I go to bed tonight, it's gonna be okay.
So you just inspired a word. You said sustainer, right?
Hmm.
That's like putting success right in a container called sustainer because you got to bottle it up. You got to know where it's at, where you can go get it.
Well, you can go pick it up.
And I was thinking about you earlier, and I thought about Joe. I thought about the alphabet, right? Because I know you do ministry and stuff, right? And the letter G, right, is the seventh letter, right? What's the 10th letter?
What's the 10th letter?
We
What
just
10th?
said the letter. We just said the letter.
G?
No, G
No,
is
J.
J,
J.
right.
J.
And
Wait. Ooh, I have to think about it.
no, I'm just gonna go so because I know. See, the G is like most people say that's for God, right? And then 3 letters later is J.
Right. That is true.
Yeah. See, I
Wow.
gave you a nugget.
Wow. See, see, see.
We having fun. We having fun. Hey, look here. It's just me and just Troia. Come on
It's
now.
just Troia. It's just, and that came about just because people. I
Yeah.
said, with being a minister, I told somebody. I said, I'm just Troia.
There you
And
go.
period. Exclamation point.
Yeah. The U is for U.S. Army. Tell us about this. Give us a little story about the Army. What did you do?
I spent 8 years in the United States Army, and I went in after college. Well, like my second year of college, I went in, and I was in transportation logistics. I spent time in Fort Hood, Texas. I was there for the vast majority of my time, and then I went overseas to. I was in the first Gulf War, and I went to Korea. I spent the remainder of my 8 years. Well, my 8 years, my active duty time in Korea.
Okay. It's big time. I have my niece is overseas right now. So because our husband he went into the at the graduate from college he went into the military. So he's an officer.
It was fun. It was. I mean, well, Saudi wasn't. Well, Saudi wasn't that bad. When I was in Saudi Arabia, it wasn't that bad. So
Okay. The answer for speaking when you present the audiences, what are some of your topics?
well, a lot of it, if it depends on the setting, right? If I'm
Right.
in church, of course we're talking. I'm usually preaching, or and so we're talking about the word. But if but if I had to do something with when I was in the army, it was more of a training type of situation. So really, but the thing, I'm the same either one. Because again, I'm just me, so I don't change, and I believe in infusing humor and being silly, because I tell people all the time, if I got to be a silly Christian, I can't do it.
Right.
So what you see is what you get.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I enjoy it. And like I said, I teach. I'm a teacher as well. So this really depends on who my audience is and what we're talking about.
No, I understand because one day I went in the school system with Romans, right? And I didn't say Romans 12 or 2. I just said, I got a homeboy named Roman, and he's talking about, I could renew my mind, I could be transformed. And afterwards, one of the elders that was in the audience tapped me and said, "Hey, thank you. I knew what you was talking about." But you can electric slide some information into some different.
Exactly. You have to know how to say it and when. And every now and again, that's good.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm at to borrow that.
Oh, no, it's okay. You gotta tell people, hey, you can't steal what God revealed. Just use it and choose it. You know what I mean?
See, right.
Because if you use something I create, I'm coming back and innovate. I'll come back with 12 more. That's it. The T is for teaching. When you do use the Bible, what are some of your favorite scriptures and why?
Well, I think one of them is Jeremiah 29:11. I like the way the Message Bible translates it. Is he says, "I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing to give you an expected end." One that I taught a lot because I teach. Well, I should say I teach. I facilitate a women's group here, and they just needed to know that they're wonderfully and fearfully made of God. And a lot of people don't know that they are somebody, and God made them in a specific way. So for me, one of the ones that I quote often is, "You are wonderfully and fearfully made of God." And to my grandchildren, the one that my mother always gives to me, has given to all of us when we were children, from children on today, and that's Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. Um, they say that, so they have to learn. That's the one they have to learn, because no matter what you're going through, you can make it. And not because I said it, but because there's somebody bigger and badder than I am, who wants your something good for you as much as I do. So that's God. So that's what those are my go-tos, my normally go-tos.
Okay. You know, Philip and Jeremiah, they're hanging out. You know,
Yeah.
another way you can talk to. Listen, you mentioned your grandchildren, right? Another way you can talk to them about the Bible is through these two verses, these two books of the Bible. You can call them the PJs, you know, Philippians and Jeremiah.
You know what? You
PJs.
good. The PJs. You know what?
Or
I might need to hang with your brain for a little bit longer, because I got a lot of nuggets I'm taking with me.
It's a blessing, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of people, you know, a lot of people don't want this inspired. You know, they want the fire, but they don't want the
But the
inspired.
inspired.
Hey, talk the tips for transform. Talk about the importance of having a transform mind. You know, renewing your mind.
Well, I like.
Because you say you're transformational. I know you are. So, but they need to hear it from you.
Well, you know, again, when I go back to some of the people that I work with, and I end up being mentors to a lot of people that are mentees. What they and where how and all the things that they've been going through, and that they have gone through in the past. I'm like, okay, that's your past. It doesn't define your future, right? It doesn't define who you are. So the first thing we need to do is get to the root of that thing that is holding you bound. So how do we do that? We just talk about it. We have a conversation. And what I've seen was somebody who may have been hunched over, that once they start believing in who they are and understanding that they are important, if they are loved, that they are somebody, they begin to stand up taller and realize, okay, you know what, I am. No matter what the world has done for me, no matter how the world has beat me down, I am somebody. And I tell my grandchildren all the time, it's not mine. I borrowed it from the book, The Help. I make every morning we say, I am. And they say, I am smart. I am important. I am loved. I am no, yeah, that's all of them. I had to think about it. But the more they keep saying it, the more they'll remember it. So when they get older, no one can tell them anything different, because they're like, my grandmom said, my yaya said this. So I try to make sure I do the same thing with those that I work with, to transform them from the negative thoughts that they have about themselves to knowing that they are blessed.
Okay. Just Troia, just yaya up in here.
I am yaya.
The odds for response. Me and you earlier, we talked about how, you know, COVID is put us in position to be even busier. So how have you responded, and you know what has been different in your life since COVID?
Well, one, I had all of the kids at home, and I have I reference my grandchildren a lot, because I'm raising four of them from the age of 2 to 9. So daycare, everything was shut down. Plus, I had one of my girlfriends was an essential worker, so I had her 2 daughters. So we had 6 kids at the house, and working full time, and doing Masters of Divinity. So yay! But and at the same time having my Just Troia thing, I'm doing that, and that's when I realized that people needed hope, and they needed, and this is a time of, because I work with grieving people that are that are grieving as well. And what I had to change in my own mind was that grief is not the loss of a person. Even though people are losing people are losing things. We've lost freedoms, we've lost the way of life. So what I've done is try to respond to that by letting people know it's okay to be where we are. And it's okay to be real against the system. It's all these things are okay, but we can get through it. Our new normal is something different. We can live through it. So showing people how to live through all the craziness, to include myself.
Right. The and I want to add a little thought to that. You know, you inspire me to say, don't let grief be a thief. You know, to steal other things from you. You know.
Yeah.
So always for options. Talk about some of the different coaching packages that you have for others that because I know you're a coach, you got different coaching options.
I
Just,
do.
just let us know about some of the things that you offer.
So I have one-on-one coaching. That's one. That's me and the other person. We have family to one. That means a single family and me one-on-one. We have group sessions where it's a group. It's a group of us, and we have family groups. We have family group sessions as well, which just means it's more than one family in the room, and then of course we have the corporate package as well. So it really would depend on how people would want to do it. And I'm okay with all. I mean, I'm okay because some people want to be more private, which
Right.
hence the one-on-one, and then some of them like, you know what, I don't care. I can grow from being and getting more out of the sessions by being around other people, and
Right.
that's okay too. And then family. Sometimes families just some if you want to just work with me, a singular family, yes. If not, if we can get in the room just like a group session, but it'd be more than one family.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to put it out there because you never know who needs what.
Thank you.
Got
Yes,
to tell you a
yes.
story. The eyes for individuals. Who in your life has inspired you? Or paid the way for you. This is where you pay homage. This is where get some shout outs.
Well,
It
absolutely.
wasn't just Troy all the time.
No, it was not me, and I'm here because I am the product of two very amazing people. My parents, the Reverend Dr. Lewis Butcher and his lovely wife, my mother, Katie Butcher, who just celebrated 54 years of marriage at the beginning of this month. They have absolutely been people who have inspired us to greatness. And to be better than we are, but also to make sure that we reach back and we won't forget those who are behind us, but more so that we're here to also to be as Christ did, and that's serve. My grandmother, my grandmother Rosa Thomas, and my grandparents rather, my grandmother, my final grandmother passed away last year, um, in February. So her absolutely my father's mother. I was much younger, but then one person who has really pushed me to be where I am today was my best friend. Unfortunately, God called him home last July, but because of some things that he spoke into my life, I absolutely felt compelled to honor every word that he said to me. Um, Literally 4 months before he died, he just started saying, Troia, God said this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this. And I was like, who has time for any of that? To include the author piece. But I didn't know, and I'm sure he didn't know at the time that he was really propelling me to be just Troia in full effect.
Right.
So absolutely him. I won't say his name only because I don't want him coming from heaven and slap me in the back of my head.
I got you. You gotta honor your contract. Well, you don't honor the contract, you might get slapped. Like,
Right. But he knows who he is.
okay, and you mentioned the book. The A is for author. So, talk to us about your book.
The book, and I thought I bought it. I thought I had it. I thought I had a copy of it. I do, right here.
All
But
right,
this
show
this
and
is the
tell.
book.
All right, what's the name of it?
The book is called Soul Ties: Letters of Love, Finding Ways to Live Through Loss. And like I said, last year, I had several losses. I lost a mentor, my grandmother, and then, like I said, in July. So within a matter of 7 months, I have lost three or four different people that were very, very close to me. And truth be told, I was angry with God, and the last one was too much. When my best friend passed away, within an hour of us talking, I just was very angry with God, and I was angry with him. I said, "How dare you leave here?" And no one told me, no one consulted me.
Right,
How
right,
do you do this? And so for me, what I had to do, I couldn't stay angry at God. And I knew, and I just started writing, not knowing that um, the writing was going to help deliver me and help me to get up because I was really not functional. I was an emotional wreck, and it helped me to start moving. And there's some things I had to do. I had to actually go to counseling to get grief counseling to get it together. And I realized that we were not doing that for our. I mean, our community, the Christian community, wasn't doing a good job at helping people through grieving. So that's how the book came about, and it really is the letter, the word soul ties. It has a bad name in the Christian community because when you think of it, it's like the negative part. But the way that God gave it to me was there are people that are tied to us. That's always going to be tied to us for good reasons. Just like the relationship with David and Jonathan in the Bible, their relationship didn't stop because Jonathan died.
Right.
The relationship that I had with my best friend didn't stop because he passed away. I still gain nuggets from him when I'm cooking the food that my grandmother taught me to cook. I'm sitting there talking with her like, okay, Graham, is this enough salt? Is this enough sugar? I mean, even back down to when I was 4, the lessons that my nanny taught me, my father's mother, still reside with me today. So a soul tie in this respect is just somebody who has left a positive mark in your learning, and you're continuing to learn from it, even though they're going on. And with that, they're helping you to learn to now walk through your new normal without them.
Oh, that's a blessing because she said soul tie, and I'm rocking the just tie. And,
You are.
and you know what? You know what's even cooler is like I was listening to you. You talked about the word angry, right? But you was also talking about the love from your granny, right? Did you know you can change the words around and the letters around the word angry, and it spells out granny.
No.
It's with one N. It's GRA.
Yeah. Yes.
So anytime you get angry, think about your granny.
Yes.
You turn it
Yes.
around. It's just a word,
Yes.
but just choice is a lifestyle.
Yes. It is. It is a lifestyle. She's. I'm grateful.
Okay,
I am.
before we go, is there anything we missed out on, or anything you like to share?
No, again, I'm just excited. I'm just excited to be here. I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I'm borrowing some of the things that we talked about today. So I appreciate that.
Okay, I mean, it's no problem. Like I said, you gotta choose it, and then you gotta use it. So
Right.
you know what I mean. So that's the blessing. But ladies and gentlemen, you heard on this episode of Prime Tie. And like I said, the M is silent, the M is small because the smaller things in life will lead you to the bigger opportunities. Tonight, you
Agree.
heard from a coach, an author, a speaker, who one day may interview me on Soul School Saturday. She goes by the name of Just Troia. And if you want to check her out for her coaching or her books, or just to find out more about it, go to her website at justtroia.com. And if you want to network with her on social media, go at Just Troia. She's all over the place. I'm trying to tell you. But if you network with her, you'll be in the right place. And like I said, follow me on social media and even on Cash App at Entertainment. And my friend Zay Sanford at Zay Sanford Music, he brought us in, and I'm going to let him take us out. So follow that young man as well. And until next time, I thank you for your time.
You will be amazed. Prime time interview with Derrick Hayes. Prime